How's it going, people? xSalmonSlapperx here, and it's the final prerequisite for while Gothic sleeps, and it's the Path of Glouphrie. So, quest requirements. You'll be needing 45 agility, 47 range, 60 strength, 56 slayer, 56 thieving. Need to have completed Eyes of Glouphrie and the waterfall quest. You don't actually need your sextant watch and chat or 40 cooking, but you do need the ability to defeat 3 level 143 monsters in multi-combat. So, items you actually require for this: you need a crystal saw or a small crystal seed. You'll need your myth grapple and a myth to rune crossbow. You'll want a ring of dueling as well. I recommend some prayer pots, some super energy pots, some tidy food so monks are above, some melee gear, and you'll also want some earmuffs or your slayer helm, as it does help reduce damage from the terror birds. So once you're ready to start this quest, you'll be needing to head to the Trinum Stronghold, and you'll need to be talking to the king. So once you finish talking to him, you want to exit this place by going through the fence. And just east of here is a ladder you can actually climb down. You'll be wanting to go down that. Once down here, you want to head to the western side, and we'll be needing to speak to the gnome that's in here. And there he is. Glouphrie. Ask about the anti-illusion devices, and he'll basically tell you to go look around. So, once you finish talking to him, head east, and in this room there is a hell of a lot of crates, and we need to search them for a key. It should be in one of these boxes by here. Like that. Once you've got the key, you want to head back into that western room, and with the key open up the gate into the hobgoblin little area. So once in here, check the boxes and the crates, and eventually you should get some discs, which you'll actually be needing. It should be in the chest. Yeah, there you go. So once you crack that open, you'll get some crystalline discs. You'll actually be needing them for the next section. Once you've got them, you want to head back out and talk to the gnome, Glouphrie, and ask him again about the anti-illusion device. Oh, where am I going? Once you've talked to him again, you want to head into the eastern room again, but this time we'll be going through the tunnel. Once you're near, you want to move the big monolith out of the way, just move it up one. Then you want to check these chests and crates to see if you can get any more crystalline discs. The southwestern one, move that up one. The northwestern one, you want to move east 1. And then you want to open these chests in the northern section. And you should get a key, which will allow you to open that gold lined chest, and a notebook from Enoch. The northeastern monolith, you want to move that south 1, and then move the northwestern one west 1, and open the gold lined chest, and this will give you another key. You can now read the Enoch's notes. I say read, flick through it quickly. If you've got your crystal saw on you, which you should have, you will now want to revert it to a seed. If all you've got is a seed, all you have to do is sing it on this little fountain thing. Sing glass, and that should turn it into a chime. Good times. Now the southeastern monolith, you want to push that west 1, and then with our new silver key we just got from that chest, we can now enter the barred gate to the west. Now, if you can remember from Path of Glouphrie, you had another puzzle with these crystalline discs. This is very similar. But before that, check the diary to the south, and just quickly click on a chapter, as this will unlock Bolry's diary music, which if you're collecting music, you'll need. I'll chuck up the equations for the value of each crystalline disc now in a second, top left. And basically, the southernmost machine, this one here, will tell you what you have to solve. So I got a red circle and a red triangle. That equals 4. So I need to get a disc that equals 4 to be able to fix that. So you use this northern machine with your discs you've got, and it'll exchange them for an equal value. It does take quite a while, this little puzzle, mainly just trying to get the right discs from it. But basically select the crystalline disc you want and then click on the slot to insert it, and then with the arrows you can find different combinations, or all the combinations of different discs you can get for that. But basically, for me to solve this first one, I'll either need a green circle or a red square. And you can see there, just got a green circle. So basically the green circle works the same way, you just insert it and that's that. So to solve the next one, I've actually got an indigo triangle, which equals 18. Now for me this took a while to sort out, so I'll just skip ahead until I finally get the right combination. But just use the values I got on the top left corner. You may want to pause the video. But eventually, once you've got it all right, it should do something like this. Bang! Get a cutscene. No. Ugh. And basically the king will say you was right. No shit. So now we need to head back up, kill that fugly little animal, and then talk to the king. So exit through the gate. You can't exit to the south. You'll actually need to head through the tunnel to the north. I'll show you here. As you can see, it's all reset back. So basically just move the northwestern monolith east one. Simple as that. And then head through the tunnel, and it'll take you back to their original room. So once you're here, you want to go south and then head up the ladder, so we can get topside. You don't need your discs or your keys or anything now, so you can actually drop them, destroy them, whichever. And we now need to kill the little fluffy thing next to the king. So head through the fence and then towards the king. He should be wandering around somewhere. Stab it! Like that. Talk to the king. And he'll basically tell you about a wandering gnome that may know the whereabouts of Glouphrie. But he doesn't know where to find him. And he'll tell you to head up to Grand Tree and talk to a gnome in there. Kind of annoying, yeah. But use this tree here and teleport straight to Tree Gnome's stronghold. From there you'll want to head north into the Grand Tree. So the feather we're looking for is on the first floor in the very northwestern corner. It's Gianni Jr. There is a Gianni Senior, but we don't want him. As there's Gianni Senior, you can see there. Gianni Jr. is actually just west of him, sitting down. Right by there. If you want to talk to this fella, ask him about the Explorer. And he'll basically say he's got coordinates for where he is, but they can't get to him. This is where you normally need your sextant and map and whatnot, but I'll just tell you, it's west of Castle Walls. So with your Ring of Dueling, teleport down to Castle Walls. If you haven't already, you can now drop all your keys and destroy them and shit, as you don't actually need them on you anymore. You will be needing your crossbow and your myth grapple for this bit, so if you haven't got it out of the bank already, now would be the time. And then as soon as you're ready, head just south of Castle Walls and then directly west. So once you're finally all the way over here, in the northwestern corner, you can actually grapple a tree to jump across. And the Explorer is here. So you talk to him and you'll have a long-winded conversation that'll take fucking ages. And he'll basically say Glouphrie is probably west of here. Blah blah blah. Once you finish talking to that kid, just head north slightly and there'll be a tree. You want to be talking to this tree. And then with an even longer winded conversation, Hazelmeal will pop up and actually tell you how to basically bring him back to life. So what you need to do is with the crystal chime, you want to use it on the tree, and that'll bring the tree back to life. And as soon as you do that, you get a cutscene. So now it's time to prepare for the long run through a massive multi-combat area and the main boss fight. So easy way to do that is just quick travel with this tree that you've just brought back to life and head to either the GE or mobilizing armies as the closest banks from here. And now you'll want a couple of prayer pots, some energy pots for your run. You'll want your crystal chime, and preferably melee gear as they do use range and they do melee. And then some tidy food. So I'd probably say monks, sharks or rocktail. Additionally, you could bring along a spec weapon like Dragon Claws or a Dragon Dagger Poison, as it does speed up the kills, as you will be fighting all three at once and they're level 143. You want Protect from range for this, if you're not sure on your prayer level. You can do it without, but they do bat you quite hard, so. Your Slayer Helm you'll want for this part, as it does reduce the damage you take. It's highly recommended. If you haven't got a Slayer Helm, then just use ear muffs, I should say. Once you're ready, teleport back to the waste and head slightly west then south and enter the tunnel. Climb up these stairs here, and this is the last, well, what you may as well prepare here. You'll want Protect from range. You can check it on your quick prayers if you want. I've done it already, so as soon as you're ready, head through these doors and head directly east. You want Auto Retaliate off for this section, trust me, because you will be attacked by loads of enemies. It's a pretty linear path, but head down these ladders here to your east. As soon as you drop down, head north and there's another set of ladders. Climb up them. Then head west. And slightly to the northwestern corner of this room, you want to be heading through the door. Keep in mind when you run through the tar/waste, it will turn off your auto run, so you'll have to turn it back on. But run through this door. If you close it behind you, you can actually rest in here, so if your run's low, your health's low, or your prayer's low, you can actually refill everything here safely without anything attacking you. But once you're ready, carry on through and down the ladder. Then head east and there's another ladder to climb up. Then head north, and in the northwestern corner is another door for you to go through. Same as before, this is another safe spot just before the final area. You can actually carry on through as turtles aren't aggressive. Yeah, this is the room we want. The bosses are in here, so I'd highly recommend Protect from range. And if you've got it, Piety, Chivalry or Turmoil, just to increase the speed of kills. If you haven't got enough prayer for it, or you just don't have them, then don't worry about it. It's not critical. It's just nice to have, pretty much. But head to the door as soon as you're ready, and lay waste to them. As of March 2010, they actually patched this, as you no longer have to use the chime on them. As long as your chime is in your inventory, the game will automatically use it. Kind of like the Gargoyle Hammer, if you've bought it for Slayer, from any of the Slayer Masters after doing smoking kills. It's quite handy. Yeah, as you can see, with Protect from range at my level, and with a mixture of Virax and Guthan, I pretty much just take no damage. At level 100, they may hit you now and then, but you should be relatively safe. I'd probably say maybe combat level 70, you'll probably use quite a lot of your food. So prefer for a longish fight, I guess. But you would know best if it's your account. So just take along however much you need. One prayer pot should take care of it. You may want two. But once you've killed them all, open the eastern door, or peek through it I should say, and you'll get another massive cutscene. And basically these terrorbirds will say they know master, blah blah blah. If there's an intruder, press the red button. And as soon as they do, you're fucked. Easy way to put it. You'll be trapped in the room, poison waste will be coming in, then gas, and then weird fireball things. Oh my god! Don't move at all while in this cutscene, as you can actually reset it, and they'll throw you out just outside this room where the turtle was. If that does happen to you, don't worry, just enter again. You won't actually have to kill the terror birds again, but you will go through this cutscene. Eventually Hazen will come, save your ass, and teleport you to his house. Once you're here, talk to Hazelmere again, and he'll basically mention Guthix and the Marjora and something will happen in the future. Blah blah blah. And that's pretty much it. That's the end of the quest. Congratulations. That's one quest point. You gain access to the Slayer dungeon to kill the warped animals. You get 5k Mage XP, 30k Strength, 20k Slayer, and 5k Thieving. So all in all, a short, relatively easy quest with decent rewards, to be honest. And yeah, you can now kill the warped turtles for summoning and Slayer, as they can make the war tortoise, which stores 18 items, which is actually pretty beast. They do sell for a pretty penny as well, so congrats. Yeah, next one will probably be either Rocking Out or While Guthix Sleeps. The big boy quests are coming soon. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all later.